from Corita's teachings that resonates with me very vividly is the idea of structure, that you can create limitlessly within limitations. The moments when I have felt the most creative, freely creative, are when there's some type of limitation. Okay, personal story. This might be silly, but I love carving pumpkins. Every Halloween over the past few years, it gets to be Halloween, October, and I'm just so excited. I have a million ideas of what I'm gonna carve. I get the pumpkin and it just comes to me instantly, and I just start carving and it just happens. This year, I was like, all right, I need to find some way to continue my love of carving, not just around pumpkins, you know? So I was introduced to the idea of lino cut printmaking, and I bought all the tools, and I was so excited to jump into this new expression of art and medium in carving. And I've had the tools now for 2 months, and I have yet to carve a single thing because I could do anything. I can make anything. There's no time constraint of this pumpkin's gonna rot, or you better do this before there's no pumpkins, or it's silly to even carve a pumpkin. So the fact that now I'm trying to be creative with no limitations is very difficult for me. So structure and constraints work to focus me and my work. Even business-wise, so I'm a freelancer, content creator, and you work with a brand and immediately you're working within constraints. You're working around their brand identity, the colors of their logo. You have the constraint of where is their audience, what medium does their audience live, what messaging are they trying to communicate, what language do they use to communicate with their brand. That's a million constraints just off the bat. And so that's always been fun for me as a business and marketing sense of, okay, what are these new constraints, and now how can I be creative within that? My brain flourishes with limitations, but when given the freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want, my brain goes a little crazy. When I am given that freedom, that's when I get overwhelmed. That's when the endless possibilities, the self-doubt starts to creep in a little bit of, well, if I can make anything, if I can do anything, how do I know if I'm making the right thing? How do I know if I'm jumping in the right direction? Which, that whole idea reminds me of another one of Corita's teachings, is that you can't create and analyze at the same time. They're two different processes and you should turn them off. Okay, so the exercise that I'm going to leave you with, and it's probably one that you've done before. I remember doing this in the 3rd grade, and I still do it today when I doodle and just like sketch, is you have a blank piece of paper, you draw a squiggly, and then from the squiggly, you create whatever you want. And I'm gonna take this and make my first lino cut print from whatever comes of this. Thanks for watching.